Hi, I'm Bushman History. Today, we'll be covering the Battle of Kursk, one of the Germans' worst defeats in the Second World War. In July 1943, German High Command had gathered a large sum of tanks, men, and equipment in order to make one desperate push in a bulge near a Russian town called Kursk. Some German prisoners surrendered to the Russians, and the Russians found out about said plan. Eventually, the battle had begun. One of the largest tank battles in human history had taken place. The battle consisted of two fronts, the north and the south end. The north end would push to meet the south end, and the south end would push to meet the north end. Ultimately, this would eventually fail, and we'll now size why. The reason why it failed, mainly, is due to the fact of the Russian depth tactic. It consisted of over 1 million mines stretching 90 miles, and it had several layers, from bunkers, mines, and barbed wire for basically 60 miles inland. This eventually wore out the Germans, and the casualties were large, to say the least. The Germans suffered, and the Russians pushed. They did a counter push, and eventually drove the Germans back. The Battle of Kursk was also the first battle to see some of the big cats that the Germans would unleash against the Russians, the Americans, British, and the rest of the Allied expeditionary forces. It also saw the first combat of the Tiger tank. When I mean big cats, I mean Tiger One. Ultimately, though, this did weaken the resolve in the German military and made the Germans rethink their strategy in the war ultimately to come. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. For the next video that we're going to talk about, we're going to be talking about Manchuria, and not the conquering of Manchuria, but the Russo-Japanese War, one of the first modern wars in the 19th century to show what World War I would look like.